Game loaded.
Hi, and welcome to the edition of Lessons Learned with your host, Rafael Pinheiro. Let's go back to the Wasteland, to the DC Wasteland. Now, I know Fallout 4 is out and everybody's playing it, everybody's streaming it, so talking about Fallout 3 seems a bit, antiquated. I also noticed that most people don't seem to like these videos as much as my other videos, but I really like Fallout 3, so you know what? I'll compromise. I'll finish the series by jumping ahead to the part I really like, which is Immersion. Now, early on in this series, I talked about how you started the game, how you literally started when you were born, and then you go through the tutorial, and then you go into the game itself. And that tutorial not only presents a good way of starting the game in a very streamlined and linear fashion before you're thrown into the wolves of the DC Wasteland, it also serves to immerse the player in the game itself. Because the one thing that Fallout 3 does very well, and New Vegas did not, was make it all about you. It is about the Lone Wanderer, about the kid from Vault 101. It is about your experiences in the Wasteland. The main quest is tied to your father, and if, and this could be a big if for some people, you buy into this emotional connection between your character and your father, then when you go out there to find him, you really want to find him. And the way the game treats this search, the way the plot is structured, allows you to hit the major areas of the world and encourages you to explore the world. Another aspect of the reason why this game is so immersive is that you have 3Dog at Galaxy News Radio, and he constantly reminds you and the entire Wasteland of your actions, whether good or bad, making you, again, literally the center of this virtual universe and you find yourself into. Very personal, very narcissistic as well, perhaps, but it kind of like, oh yeah, I'm doing something. And the radio broadcast also show that your character is having an impact on the Wasteland. Not as much as, for example, say, constructing an entire village, but certainly you can choose whether people live or die, entire settlements flourish or are destroyed. You can even nuke one of them early on. And overall, you can have a positive impact on the game, which many games, especially sandbox games, well, not so much sandbox games, but open world games, really can't convey very well, except for sort of the taking over territory mechanic. Here's more subtle. The way you solve problems and you take on problems really gives a particular flavor to what you're doing, right? You can treat some people well, treat people others not so well, yet your choices have small but significant and seemingly lasting impact. And by the end of the game, you feel like you achieved something, which it's the essence of that illusion of control I keep talking about, which again Fallout 3 does very well. So by making the game personal and keeping it personal throughout, and yet allowing you to go and explore and do your own thing, it keeps a certain level of immersion that most games simply cannot fulfill. Yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty simple, yet it works when it comes to Fallout 3. And one of the reasons why I keep loading it up once in a while and just playing it again and again and again. That's it. But we're not done with Fallout yet because I praised the game throughout. But now I have to talk about what is broken with Fallout 3. Of course, that will be the final video of the series of Return to the Wasteland. So until then, if you like this or any of my videos on my channel, please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you. Good night.